we're here probably with good thoughts because we've got I've seen a lot of good ideas that are going to get started today. I want to talk real quickly about some of the things that the county and the county council have done in the past 3 or 4 years to address the problem themselves. They have increased or doubled the size of the drug task force. They've funded pathways, the respite house. They give Porter-Starke $1.70 million a year out of taxpayer money. Family Services $500 million, and I think they've all been concerned about the problem.
We seem to be very successful in getting a message out to our children about stranger danger. The Valparaiso Fire Department will tell you that they can teach children the lifetime phrase and skill to stop, drop, and roll if you catch on fire. We need to change the message to our youth that is not getting across concerning substance abuse and drug use. Our current curriculum and training for our youth is not working, nor have many parents totally gotten the message that no matter your financial situation, marital status, or standing in the community, it can happen to your child. We all play a part in turning this epidemic around, and we all need to be part of the solution to do just that. And I'd like to turn this over to President of Porter-Starke Services, Rocky SCHIRALLI.
Having worked with clients for many years and working alongside with traditional 12-step programs, one of the biggest challenges a client faces after they recognize they have a problem is doing their personal inventory. And the 4th step says that you make a searching and fearless moral inventory of ourselves. Searching and fearless. Just think about that. We often hear about soul searching, introspection. Take a good look at yourself. For a client to be able to do that is a tremendous step in their recovery. And it's a very difficult thing to do because you often see things that you don't like. You often miss things that are obvious to you. So when you go through this process, it's very important to have a sponsor, a therapist, someone who can hold up the mirror to your face so that you actually do take a look at yourself and what your deficiencies are and what your strengths are. As a community, it's important that we also make a searching and fearless moral inventory of our community. And just like an individual who needs to have a mirror held in front of them, so does a community when they want to decide and do their inventory. Quite often, they don't recognize their problems. They're blinded by the positive and neglect to look at the negative. We researched based upon this most recent report, and I want to thank Elliot Miller and Bob Franco and the rest of the team, as well as the SPIF-SIG advisory board that worked to pull this fine document together. But one of the things that this document did is it identified the weak areas of our county, and it also identified what is the best first step to take. And that's what this initiative is about. And just to give you an idea, one of the components, and the mayor is going to elaborate on this obviously, is the life skills component. And just this program alone has cut tobacco use by 87%, alcohol 60%, marijuana 75%, methamphetamine 68%, polydrug use 66%. It's also reduced inhalants, narcotics, hallucinogens, some other related problems such as violence, risky driving behavior, and HIV behavior risk.
You know, we have a great community. It's a tremendous community. The strengths in this community are unbelievable. The leadership that we have, the organizations that we have, the fact that all you came out here today is evidence that we have a very caring community. But every community has its problems. Every community has issues that it has to deal with. And this is our issue that we have to deal with. And so we're being honest about it. We're saying there's no other place I'd rather raise my kids than in Valparaiso and Porter County, Indiana. But we still have this issue that we have to deal with. We still have our problems like every community. And this is the one that we need to do because we know that drug abuse is causing harm to our families. I mean, I could name dozens of families right now. What family hasn't been touched in some way or another through substance abuse? Now, there's always three aspects of reducing a drug abuse problem in the community. enforcement, treatment, and education. As I mentioned earlier, we, as well as all the other communities, certainly the county and the city of Portage and the other communities, are part of the drug task force. And we think they're doing a good job. And if necessary, I think we'd all step up to enhance those efforts. That's enforcement. Treatment is best left to the nonprofits and the private sector. We're focusing on education. We like putting our money in prevention, where it can best, I think, get results. The best solution is to equip our children to avoid drugs and alcohol problems from the very start. We'll employ more city resources to help better educate our young people to avoid reckless decisions that have lifelong consequences for them as well as their families. We appreciate working with Porter-Starke. They have great expertise, and it's been a learning experience for us. And they've assisted us in compiling a list of initiatives that we believe, if carried out through our community, will reduce substance abuse in the near term, saving lives and making our community shine even brighter. The city has earmarked $100,000 in our 2010 budget to fund these initiatives, and we are also hoping to augment that funding with grants and private donations. Beginning today, we will go beyond being a fit city to becoming a healthy community. More than a buzzword, this will be a renewed commitment to a healthy lifestyle. We'll reinforce this message with signage on our city vehicles and windows and in our correspondence. But with words come action. We'll be expanding our Adopt a School program in elementary schools to reach students at an even earlier age with visits from both the Valparaiso Police and Fire Departments to promote healthy lifestyles. We've been working closely with our school system, who has been very receptive to this issue and doing the best they can, making a difference in our schools. We appreciate their support. Thank you, Dr. Benway and staff. And we're working with them to provide this new program, Life Skills Curriculum, within the middle school in our city. This curriculum is recognized nationally as a model program and will begin next semester. It's clinically proven to reduce substance abuse within our youth markedly. And so we're excited about that, and we're helping fund that initiative. Yet the message will go beyond our students to set a positive example at all ages. As a city, we'll be setting an example by insisting that our vendors, the people that we do business with, also have drug-free policies. Together with Porter-Starke and the Valpo Chamber, we'll find ways for businesses to go drug-free and offer their employees behavioral health services at a discounted price. We'll create a citywide task force within 30 days to oversee these efforts and to help direct our efforts over the next 3 years. We will measure our results against key indicators in annual studies measuring the level of drug and alcohol abuse by our residents. Our training will extend to families through faith-based organizations, and we will urge them to help equip our parents to help their children avoid the problems associated with substance abuse. And it's simply this: we need all hands on deck. And many of you have been fighting this fight for many years and doing some great things. And the numbers would be worse if you weren't doing that. But it's time to step it up. It's time to send the message throughout the community that this is a problem that we are going to solve. We're going to face it head on, and we'll do it together, each in our own way, each with our own resources, but acting as one. But again, thank you for coming out. Thank you for caring for your community, and we look forward to partnering with all of you to help make a real difference in this important issue. Thank you.